Healthy menu planning for weight loss. Thank you for joining me, and I want to cover just a few things. Let's get right to it. You can be successful at weight loss with following certain principles and certainly being persistent. You may have tried several diets and got some success, but then you are back at it and your old ways keep creeping in. Let's focus on healthy meal planning, which is foundational to your reaching your goals. This may be difficult for you if you always like to grab some fast food, high-calorie beverages and snacks, and that's a lot of people. Just start where you are and gradually, I repeat, gradually make changes that will be noticed. There are several factors that are needed in helping you lose weight. It's not just one thing, it's multifaceted. I want to go over a few things, and I'm going to go over them very quickly. Number one, get back in the kitchen. Your health, mentally and physically, is important. And if you don't like cooking, you can buy food that has already been pre-prepped, chopped, diced, sliced, and then you can just do some light assembling. Or you can do your pre-prep the day before or sometime during the week. You know, you may have some days where you have a little bit more time. Do a lot of your pre-prepping then, and you can put it in freezer bags for those evenings when you come home and you just want to grab something quickly. Well, you can go into that freezer, all of those items that have been pre-prepped, and you can do that assemble, and dinner's ready. 1, 2, 3. Take your time. This is not a race. A lot of times when you're trying to lose weight, it's like you can't be motivated unless you're losing 20 pounds in 2 days. It's not like that. That is not how our bodies were meant. We don't gain the weight like that in 2 days. We're not going to lose it like that healthfully in 2 days. Take your time. This is a gradual process, but stick on the road. You will be going somewhere. Something else I want you to be mindful of is focus on the amount of fat that you use and slowly reduce or do without it, because there is twice as many calories in every serving of fat. So if you focus on reducing your fat, you reduce your calories subsequently. And we're focusing on toppings and things that we often like to include on top of our foods. Cream cheese. Bagel's not good enough. Let's put some cream cheese on it. Baked potato. Baked potato's not good enough. Let's put some butter. Let's drown it in butter and sour cream. Whipped topping. Frying our foods. If we can just focus on what am I doing? Am I doing any of these things? Because if so, let's reduce it or let's do without. 1 teaspoon of a fat is 45 calories. So that's why I want you to focus on your fat. Now, the average person, if they're going to put some salad dressing, let's say a mayonnaise type salad dressing, and you have plenty of them out there, and I can call names and we all love them. But the average person puts about 2 tablespoons of salad dressing on their salad. So they're doing a good thing. They're eating your salad. You're doing a good thing. You're eating your salad, but then the salad dressing. So some people I've sat to the table with them and you can't see the salad because it's so much dressing on top. So it's way more than 2 tablespoons. It is closer to 1/4 of a cup, which is 4 tablespoons. But the average person, 2 tablespoons is 270 calories. And if you're that person who does even more than that, well, that's 270 times 2. You do the math. You can use some fat. I'm not saying no fat. Our bodies need fat, but the focus would be on healthier fats. We'll talk about that another program. But let's be mindful of when you will use it and how much you are using. Those are the 2 key things I want you to keep in mind. So if you enjoy a baked potato, let's say, but can't eat it plain, I mean, that's just not going to work for you, but you really like the baked potato, then okay. Go with your sour cream and your butter or your margarine. Do that. But let's look at what else you're doing on that typical day. Let's look at the rest of the things that you ordinarily do, and we can cut back fat on those areas. Say, for instance, for breakfast, let's say you normally have pancakes and then you put 2 teaspoons of butter on it. And for lunch, you have a sandwich. You put 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise on it, and you have French fries, a medium order of French fries, about 3 3/4 teaspoons of fat. And then you have a salad at lunchtime, and you're adding 2 tablespoons of your mayonnaise type salad dressing. So that's a lot of fat in that one meal. I just want you to look at if this could be you. And then dinner. You have your baked potato, and you've been longing for it. Your baked potato smothered with the butter and topped with as much sour cream as the law allows. And you also have broccoli with a cheese sauce on it, and then rolled with at least 1 teaspoon of butter. Now, I want you to look at all of that in one day. So what we want to do is reload, revamp. Let's go back and rehearse. For breakfast, could you go with those pancakes? Not that that would be my choice, but go with those pancakes with no butter. Could you, lunchtime, because we're trying to cut back because your goal is you want to enjoy that baked potato. So lunchtime, no fries. So you go with the sandwich, you go with the salad, and no fries. So you have cut back a lot of fat just not having fries. And some of you want to do the large fries. So it would be more than 3 3/4 teaspoon of fat. So now dinner, you can have broccoli, but no cheese sauce. Just plain broccoli, well seasoned. Let's get back into enjoying our food and not camouflaging it with all the rich toppings. And now you can enjoy your baked potato. Those are some things that you can navigate to make it better for you. But if we are on a weight loss journey, and that's what I believe you want to do, and you want to get to your destination, you're going to have to make some changes. And they will be good changes, and you can still enjoy your meals. Good menu planning guide, and I want you to go there because I definitely want you to get back into the kitchen and bring your kids with you. Check out the link for the menu planning kit, DAS's menu planning kit. It is focusing on plenty of vegetables, fruits, plant food, and definitely it's kind of geared toward weight loss. It's some sample menus in there. That's our downfall. We have not only large portions, but we go back for seconds. So in that window where we are so hungry, you can eat a lot of food. I mean, you can put King Kong to rest with all the food that we are eating. Or healthy meal planning is you want to increase your vegetables, which are the lowest in calories and can be filling. You know, 1 serving of a vegetable is only 25 calories. Now that's if it's just a plain vegetable. If you're going to fry it, and again, as we've already alluded to, drown it in different sauces, cheese sauce, mayonnaise, hollandaise sauce, and all of that, that's a different program. Keen interest that people are reaching out to me in the area of wanting to lose weight or diet. I want to make sure you get credible information. I've got that Boss Battle Academy. I have created a 3-pronged approach, which includes the right message, which includes the right mentoring, and which includes helping you with a mindset transformation. This would be a program for you if you have struggled for weight loss. It has several approaches to get to the core of people who are having a difficult time losing weight. Please check it out. Another key factor for healthy meal planning is let's decrease the fat, but not only the fat, let's look at decreasing some carbohydrates, not eliminating them. I am not on a no or extremely low carbohydrate diet. I don't support that. But some of us, because our portions are over the top, are probably taking in easily 8 or more servings of carbohydrates. My focus is for you to come back Maybe 4 servings would work for you, maybe 5 servings, but definitely not more than 6 servings if you're trying to lose weight. And I want you to focus on whole grains. So when I say whole grains, some people are not sure what I'm talking about, but that is you get more of the grain, which can help with eliminating than a lot of the processed carbohydrates, which are lower in a lot of fibrous material that you need to help you to eliminate. So whole grains are like oatmeal, corn, brown rice, whole wheat, quinoa. Those are some samples of whole grains. Make sure if you're going with tacos, if you're going with bread, or if your choice is pancakes, rolls, cereal, or pasta, choose the whole grain versions of those. Remember your portion sizes. We've already talked about that. Another point, you may have drastically eliminated your carbohydrates to lose weight, but this can backfire in the long run. It's just not good in the long run. Carbohydrates are needed to fuel your body and to fuel your mind, and they are satisfying. We miss them when we take them out the diet. That's why people can't stay on those high protein, almost no carb diets. We miss our carbohydrates. Drink plenty of water, at least 6 cups of water, preferably more, but at least 6 cups of water. Limit your salt and your sugar, and these are plentiful in processed foods. And when we're in the kitchen, we want to make sure that we don't mimic what the processed foods are. So we're going to slowly, gradually reduce our fat, reduce our sugar, reduce our salt, and we will still have flavor. You know why I know? Because I cook every day. And you don't have to have all of the salt, and you can still enjoy your meals. Add some fresh foods. That's wonderful. I wanted to share this with you, these healthy meal planning tips. Share me with your family and friends. Look forward to being with you next show. I'm Das, I'm out. But again, I want you here next show. Look